I've been thinking about it. I've really been thinking, because it was always a convo that we had on the live show, but I wanted just to put this as a video. There's been so much focus on Vini. Vini's the guy. Vini's the guy. Vini's the guy. Vini's the guy. And we know he's talented. But sometimes when you're so focused on one thing, it actually stops you from having to take a step back and say, wait a minute, why should we be focused on this one thing when maybe another thing may actually be true? So that I may be speaking in riddles, but just hear me out here. I started off by saying Vinny, he's not that dude, makes too much brainless decisions. He got better. He improved. Had an outstanding season last season, both the UCL and especially the La Liga as well. His breakout season. So I was like, no, Vinny is now the guy, and this guy's now really going to emerge and really say what's up. Now, I always believe that he should have stayed on for Brazil, and if he'd stayed on, even if he didn't have a good game against Croatia, I still feel if he'd stayed on, he'd have said what's up. He would have said what's up, because it's all about git. Git is not really about performance, git is about git. Where Rodrigo is concerned, I've always said for Rodrigo, there's quality there. Impact sub, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for United, Torian Reflo for Chelsea. He's good as an impact sub, but as a world-class talent, as a regular starter, as a real guy who is one of the best players in the world, nah, that ain't him. Let's look at the body of work so far. Because this has to be done because of what I just saw him do. Now, people can say, don't be reactionary. How often is he going to do that? Every player has his one amazing moment. I mean, look at Heung-min Son, who is going through a break period right now, and he dribbled like half the length of the pitch. But the thing for Rodrigo, though, is, whether it's the Chelsea game, the City game, what he did was off the wall. And even how when he's been played in the striker position. Because what I'm seeing here is, and this is the question that has to be asked, is Vini really the guy? And why are we saying that Rodrigo can't be the guy? Because this is not what it comes down to. This is what was very interesting when we had the live show, because I was looking at what people in the streets were saying and so forth. Because the streets, well, it was a really good debate because people were on both sides of the argument. Because I think guys on the panel were on one side, because the streets were on the one side. So let's look at the two sides here. Give him the opportunity. Has he been given the same chance as Vini? How do we know that if you don't give Rodrigo the same opportunities as Vini, he doesn't do a lot better? Because here's the difference between the two. Dribble technique or the dribble ID. There is the Dino way of dribbling. There is the Ronaldo Nazario way of dribbling. The Dino way of dribbling is what Vini tries to do, and it's what Neymar does, which is step overs, it's elaborate, it's elasticals, it is very extravagant moves, which pretty much entertains us. Hence why Dino was that freaking dude. And what made Dino so special was he was doing extremely creative, imaginative moves that he pulled off. Hence why when you look at Dino's highlights reel on YouTube, it's off the freaking chain. It's off the freaking chaininski. Because I'm going to do a patron section where, as a group, we watch techniques. Then there's the other school of dribbling, which is Ronaldo Nazario school of dribbling, which is the same as the Messi school of dribbling. What Ronaldo Nazario and Messi do is, I'm trying to get from point A to point B. I don't need to be elaborate. I don't need to be extravagant. I'm just trying to beat you. And I'm just trying to get past you. So it's all about being effective. Vini is from that Neymar Ronaldinho school. But the thing though is, I don't think he can do what Dino does, because Dino was able to pull these moves off to a very high effective rate. Rodrigo is from the Messi Nazario school, which is, it's not about being elaborate, it's just about being effective from point A to point B. So, and when I say it's from the school, it doesn't mean he's as good as them. It's the type of dribbling you're trying to do. Elaborate dribbling, effective dribbling. And what I see from what Rodrigo is, there is more effectiveness there. there is more of you to be reliable on him to be say what's up. Because I think what we're seeing from Vini, and everyone goes through this, okay, form goes up and down. You have your bad patch, you have your good patch. You have your good patch, you have your bad patch. It is what it is. Nobody is amazing 24/7. But for Vini right now, it's just like, Vini, why did you try that move? Why did you want to do that move? He is forcing the issue too much. He's trying too hard to try and do these moves. He's trying too hard to try and pull these things off when you can't pull it off in this particular moment right here. You should have made a different decision in this moment here. But I'm looking at Rodrigo, and the question is, if he's given the opportunity, if he's given the keys to the Lambo, if he's given the keys to the castle to be like, you're now that dude, how do you know that he doesn't do what Vini does to an even greater degree? And he actually is a much better co-pilot to Benzema, and he actually helps really, he has a greater impact on Real Madrid. Because what you never do is this. Oh, he's really good as a sub. No. The super sub idea is insulting to any player, and any player worth his salt should never accept the super sub tag. It's an insult. Every player should say, okay, I know I'm good as a sub. Give me 90 minutes. Look at what I did in 20. Look at what I did in 30. Give me 90 minutes. Every player should demand that. So that's the one side of the argument. But the other side is this. It's very different to be a super sub, a third, fourth wheel. And it's another thing when you are starting and you're going to be the second dude. Vini, at a very young age, you were the second guy. It was Benzema, then him, because Real did not have a right winger. So Vini was under huge spotlights and massive pressure at a very young age. Can Rodrigo handle that pressure? Because the pressure that you're on coming on as a super sub or a third wheel is very different from the pressure where you are the second guy. And we expect it to try to change the game. There is greater expectation for you to try to do something within the game from you. Because for Vini, he's now dealing with that pressure and that expectation. And when he doesn't go through, he now receives a lot of the criticism. So the criticism that Vini receives when he doesn't pop off is not the same criticism that Rodrigo will receive if he doesn't pop off. So I don't know whether Rodrigo has the personality or the character to be able to to succeed under the kind of pressure that Vini has. So here we are. But we don't know, because that was a crazy goal. That was a crazy goal. That goal was that dude. That goal was real. That goal was real. And I'm just saying to myself that maybe this kid needs to be given more. Maybe this kid needs to be given more. Because my thing is that let's see. Because now this is where it gets real. This is where it gets really real. And this I don't think Ancelotti would do this, but this is a very bold move that he should maybe consider. What does every manager want? The ideal scenario for every manager is, in every position, I want two great players. Now, not every manager has that scenario, but that is what every manager strives for. I want to have two amazing players in every position. So in each position, you are looking over your shoulder. In every training session, that's guy on the bench, he's busting his balls because he's coming to take your place. You have one bad game, you're out. And the guy comes in, boom. Boom. It's what we're having now with Trossard and Martinelli now. So this is bold. If Vini keeps on having these up and down performances, why don't you put Rodrigo out on the left and see how he does? Because football should always be meritocracy. There should be nobody that should have full carte blanche to be where they are. The issue with Benzema is he is the only natural striker here, But for Rodrigo, he can play striker, but his strongest position is that position that Vini takes. So I was like, well, there's something difficult there because Vini is there. But I said, wait a minute, no, half up, you're making the same. You are actually reinforcing the issue you're talking about, which is that, come on, Vini is playing that's an issue. Why is it an issue? If Vini isn't playing at a high level, put Rodrigo there. Start him. Make him to start and let's see how he does. And if Rodrigo plays well, he keeps his position. And it's now Vini's job to now work hard to try to win back his position. Because there should always be a meritocracy and everybody should be playing at a very high level. looking over your shoulder, because I'm saying for Rodrigo right now, my thing was that he'll never be world class. He'll always be like a really good, decent player, a good backup. But what if I'm wrong? What if he's given the same opportunities, he's given the same pressure, that he isn't as good, or dare I say, even better than Vini? Who knows what Rodrigo could be? Who knows? Because we cannot predict the future. Maybe, just maybe, Rodrigo is truly an even more outstanding talent and player that we always see. Maybe Rodrigo is more than a super sub. He's actually an amazing world-class player that is a regular starter for Real Madrid. Hit that subscribe button over there, guys, for other football content. And if you remember, check out that member content right there and become a member right now. Peace out, stay true, and stay black.